welcome to Divine Horses and Humans. This is the Naranka playlist. I'm Jason Divine, and yeah, we're talking about lifestyle. For a lifestyle, you can find happiness. You have to pursue that lifestyle that makes you happy, and not everybody else. So, what I'm doing is tools. So this is my rope, lead rope, and my rope halter, and it is part of my tool collection for working with horses. So what has lifestyle's got to do with working with horses? Well, if you want something different, you have to do something different. And he said, I spent a lot of years in motorsport, really enjoyed it, but it wasn't a living, breathing, thinking thing. I was pretty good with dogs. I've always had dogs about, really enjoyed teaching and training dogs and having dogs about. So horses. And another thing that I'd heard, horses were really good for well-being and your mental health. So let me go and catch Naranka, and what we're going to do, we're going to introduce her to the umbrella. I did it with Polida and Divine, so you need to go check out their playlist because they all act differently. But so far, so good. We're dealing with it. So yesterday we were doing flexion. That's the 10th of February. Today's the 11th of February. So, right, she's still got backwards on her mind. So we are standing in the doorway. So if I hold her from here, there, different kind of signal. See, it's not on the rope. So, because she thinks that means backwards, but like as I said, she's standing in this doorway, and that's quite a lot of pressure for her to deal with. So there we go, and I'm doing it off of the rope halter, not the lead rope. So this is where you would start to actually teach a horse how to do this, but this is not how to do videos. I'm not telling you how to do it. This is how I do it. This is my lifestyle, my hobby, my passion, and I'm letting you into my world, my lifestyle. So I rub her on the wither. Don't put your hip in here because they start to lean on you. And you just grab them there and you just draw them round nice and gently. And then she gave it, see? But I exhaled a little bit. So let's go over this side, put the rope over there, and then here we go again. There, and that's really, really important. Something you should hugely do with horses. So she's off over there somewhere, and I want her with me, right? Because that's when you have to be really aware of horses when they're off in the distance, and there's something over there that's bothering them, and that's where you have to be really aware of them. That's when the trouble's going to turn up, because they're like, oh, what's over there? Do I run or do I stay or do I go now? Yeah, there's a song about that. And anyway, so as you can see, look, once again, I've put myself on the left-hand side because I'm lefty-itis. So many horses here in England, worked in the industry for over a decade, borders of Surrey, Sussex, Kent and Berkshire, right? Suffer with lefty-itis because everything's done from the left, and I have to really think about things, yeah? I should do more on the right, yeah, because this is where the thinking part of the horse lives, the other side is where the prey animal lives. But that's a story for a different time. So we're talking about tools, yeah? So this is my broom, right? Shouldn't make any odds to her, should it? Should be able to do this, should be able to like rub her feet off. Okay, she moved a bit, but not gonna make a problem about it, but it's just a tool, right? Okay, she just checked it out, so that's good. So, no, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Go on then, you want to go back in? Go on then. So I can use that as a driving tool. And she's gone back in, right? So that's how I lead horses in. And like as I said, the other thing, like with Divine, them standing in this doorway is huge pressure for a horse, right? And that's why she keeps coming out and turning. She needs to move her feet. So go on, in you go again. So, but this is to start a trailer loading, right? Because this is your door on your trailer. It's a smaller door, but it gives off the same effect, pressure. So I'm just going to let her stand there. Let's see if we can get a little bit. There you go. Right, she could deal with it. But here we are on the left-hand side. Now she is more set to the right. And like I said in previous content, that you go and watch a clinician and you watch closely enough, you'll see that they will probably work one side of or the other side of the horse. They will find out what side of the horse is more compliant, which side of the horse is more quieter, more yeah, and they will work that side. And if you go and watch these clinicians, you want to look for secret cues, yeah, that they give horses. So this is a new tool. This tool is an umbrella, a brolly. This was on top of the camera that I'm talking to you through. Yesterday, I believe, on the 10th. Today's the 11th of February 2025. And like, so I just got to make out it's a tool, right? So here it is, just swinging in my hand, right, left, you know, round the world, back round the world. Well, see, that bothers her a little bit, right? So she backs off. So what I ideally want her to do is to come and investigate it. That's what I ideally want her to do. But she's not, because she's quite a sceptical horse. But we do it again, see her head goes up, right? So we need to slow it down a bit more, don't we? So let's try something here. Right, she understands that a stick and a string and a stick and a flag, she gets it. Right, so we make out this is a stick. Right, so we've got the lead rope in our right hand and the stick in our left hand. So if I was sitting on her back, that's where my hand would be, right? But this is not a how-to do video. This is just my opinion, right? So I'll come here and I will rub here on her wither. Right? She's wanting to move. So I'm going to let her move, but I'm going to use it. Right? And I'm going to keep rubbing. I'm going to keep rubbing. I'm going to keep rubbing. And I'm going to keep rubbing. And I'm going to keep rubbing until she stops. There, she stopped. Does that make sense? Now I'll just talk to you and be like nonchalant, like we're just here doing our thing. This is how we do it, and this is how it's done. Say, same thing, yeah? So we just relax, you know, keep an eye out, because you know that's what horses do. They keep an eye out for each other, come back and start again. So she's backing up. Now she's going to go forward. Now see if we can get it done in less time. So she's turning, so I'm going to run her back into the box, because, as I said, good pressure for trailer loading. She's still turning, I've still got it there, I'm still rubbing, I'm still rubbing, I'm still there. She stopped. Right? That makes sense? Right, so now, what we do on this side, I've got to do on the other side. Right, if I come over here, and I draw her forward, that'll do ya. Draw her forward. That'll do ya, that'll do ya. Right, now she's on the move already. So, let her go in. And then turn her. They said that teaches them, when you turn them like that, it teaches them rear hind disengagement. It makes them bend. Gives you a suppler horse. Now she's not really having it this side, because I know full well if I was out in the field that I would have to let her turn a few laps to let her get off of the anxiety, the cortisol. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to offer it up there. I'm just going to stand with her with it. And then I'm going to be a bit, oh look, here we go. Yeah, so we've got it there. We're rubbing on the wither, she's moving again, she stopped moving. So I'm going to pull her forward, because I said it's the doorway that's creating the most of the problem, because it's pressure, and you need to understand that. And I'm using it. There's two lots of teaching going on here. There's the umbrella going on, and then this doorway that's going on, right? Huge amounts of pressure. So now we've opened it up. So now it makes a bit of a noise. So now she's still like, I'd like to see her a lot more low-headed, but she's dealing with it. So just do nothing, relax, be in the moment. You know, and that's the thing, having sort of you to focus on rather than having to focus on what's out there, it makes life a little bit easier. It was a bit complicated at the beginning, but now I'm starting to get my head wrapped around it, because through adversity we win. Horses find comfort through discomfort, and the more uncomfortable we become with something, the more comfortable we become at it, and the better we become at it. Failure is success. And that's the way you've got to look at it here. So let's just bring her out here a bit and then get her to stop. Back her up, there you go. So let's just see what we've got. Now see, if you go and check out Divine's playlist, even Palida's playlist, she's not coming and checking it out. She's like, it's not there, I'm not taking any notice of this. So let's see what happens if I do this. So now we've got the whole thing out, and now we're pushing it up her right hand side, and she's backing away from it. So slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, take it away. She's not ready for it. And I'm being a bit pushy, so I just want her to step into it. There, she stepped into it. Took a bit of a fight, well not a fight, but a bit of a discussion I should say, not a fight. Now I want her to step into it. There. So now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put it away, because she's struggling with it, because I've got something, and something is better than nothing. See, and this is the thing, accidents happen, things fall over. So this is the whole thing, that falling over is failure, is success, because it fell over by Divine, but you didn't hear her snort, did you? She was like, oh, okay, I get it. So now I'll just show it to her. Right, there you go, she had a little snort of it, but she sniffed it and she put her nose over it. And this is what I'm saying with horses, they have to go through this. And here in England, it's like, oh no, don't, shh. The brolly's not in the right place, that should be there. And the broom should be there, and the shape, it has to, otherwise horses start losing their mind. And it doesn't make any sense, because they learn so fast, and it's so simple, it's stupid. Maybe that's why I'm good at it, because I consider I'm stupidly clever anyway, because I'm dyslexic and I've always been told I'm stupid. I've actually had a former boss that actually ran around and told everybody, oh, he's a little bit stupid, he can't read and write. But I could get more done with horses than anybody on that yard doing this sort of stuff. And I said, it all starts with your rope. Having the rope, because it creates energy. Slow it down, and it's like round, and it'll be around forever. If you want something different, do something different, and it teaches you to be handy. And that's the other thing you've got to remember. Don't do everything from the left-hand side. I'm not telling you what to do. This is how I do it. Yeah, I want a balanced horse, like I need to be balanced to ride. So I think about picking things up from my left arm instead of my right arm all the time. Cleaning my teeth with my left hand instead of so I get this balance in myself. Lead off of my left foot, not my right foot all the time. So I balance myself up. Do squats, so I get balanced. Because whatever you do on this side of a horse, you have to come and do on this side of a horse. It doesn't cross over very well. Well, it does, but that's another story about the brain and all of that, and the frontal lobe, and it's like, and we'll talk about that later. So anyway, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification, make sure you've got the bell turned on so you get notified when we upload. 6 bits of content daily, 5 days a week. You've got Naranka, Divine, Play the playlist. You've got the daily intro, and you've got the feed intro, the daily feed intro, and then the herd behaviour playlist. And it's like, I ain't just like everybody else, I'm completely different. I may talk about this one day, I may talk about that one day, but it's all very much these horses, my life, my lifestyle, my hobby, my passion, and I'm allowing you into it. So when you comment, be respectful. If you've got nothing good to say, move on, like, share, so that's run and tell a friend so you know which one's coming next. I'll catch you in the next episode, and that'll be on the flip side. Well done, Naranka, you've done all right there.